Hey guys, something I wanted to talk about is how do I personally stay positive despite what it is I may be going through. At the time of this recording, I'm currently feeling under the weather. I've been feeling off and on with my respiratory literally since the beginning of October. It started towards like the end of September, but really it was more so the first week of October where it really started to hit me quite hard. And how do I stay positive, especially in this context of the video where I'm feeling under the weather? You feel under the weather, what happens? You feel fatigue, you feel drained, your mindset isn't exactly the healthiest. You get brain fog and all of these restless nights as well. All of these different things, definitely play a factor. So how do I stay positive despite what it is that I may be going through? And I came across this topic and I wanted to make a video. And at the time of this recording, I'm currently feeling under the weather. Yesterday, I was feeling miserable, and I actually created content on one of my other YouTube channels, and you can actually watch that video on my SMA Victor YouTube channel, which is a YouTube channel dedicated to spreading SMA awareness. And literally at the time when I was making those videos, I was feeling miserable. You can see it. I tried my absolute best to hide it, and I was feeling miserable. Anyhow, I'm doing a lot better today, which is a good thing. I was able to cough up a lot of phlegm, which is another good thing. And I was able to cough up a lot more than what is usually normal for me, which again is another fortunate thing for me. So how do I stay positive through this? And I wanted to make this video, and I was like, okay, should I just not upload content, on my YouTube channel until I'm feeling better? And I was like thinking, okay, should I not upload content? Should I focus more on rest, or should I just upload content? And I decided, well, how am I feeling? Can I upload content? I was like, yeah, you can push yourself to record content. You might not be the greatest, on film, especially talking. Like I'm short out of breath a lot here, as you guys can see. But I was like, I think there's no better scenario to talk about this video than how I'm currently feeling, because I look at life in this very same way. Right now, I'm feeling under the weather, right? This is how I look at life. I look at life as a season. How I am currently feeling is a season, meaning it is temporary. It is going to pass. I look at life through this type of lens. Every single thing that I am going through, more so the bad and the ugly experiences, ugly seasons of my life, I remind myself, hey, it's temporary. This too shall pass. So regardless of how I am feeling, regardless of how my seasons may look, I know everything is going to be okay. But I must be willing to endure the process. What can I do within the moment? What can I do now to help me through this season? Like right now, for the context of this video, I'm feeling under the weather. What is it that I need to do? I need to take care of myself. I need to be mindful of, like me creating content, maybe it's not the greatest idea. Maybe I should focus on rest a little bit more. But I couldn't think of a better way to kind of talk about this topic than how I'm currently feeling and incorporate it into this topic, if that makes any sense. But where I'm going with this is, what can I do within the moment? I need to remind myself, hey, everything's temporary. Don't be so hard on yourself. Hey, this too shall pass. Remind yourself that even as you go through these bad and ugly seasons, life-altering experiences within your life, everything is going to be okay. Because your strength doesn't so much just come on how everything appears to be within the moment, but your strength comes from God. The same God that pulled you through the seasons before is the same God that is going to pull you through this one. So when you have faith in Him, in terms of, I don't know why you're putting me through this season, but I know you will help give me the strength, the courage, the wisdom, the guidance, the redirection, if needed, through this season. And when you overcome and get through this season, what happens? You are going to be able to reflect back and find gratitude Gratitude in knowing that one, you are not where you once were, but gratitude in knowing all of the things that had unfolded, redirected you, helped you come into alignment with who you are today. Those are the blessings you need to focus on. Don't focus on the loss. Don't focus on the pain. Don't focus on what could have been. Because those things are only there to distract you. But when you can find gratitude and how far you have come, you allow yourself the chance of opportunity to find the strength to not only endure the process, but develop the wisdom to overcome it. That's what these seasons are about. Right now, I don't understand why I am feeling under the weather. This is literally the second year I have been feeling under the weather for Thanksgiving. I am currently recording this on November 26, 2025. Last year, this time, I was in the hospital. And I didn't get released until December 6th. It was last year was a horrible experience. It was a horrible, I don't use the word horrible. It was not the greatest of Thanksgivings for me. I like to personally be around family, loved ones, and, my mom was under the weather as well last year during Thanksgiving, and I was in the hospital, so fortunately I had the support system and one of my aunts be able to sit with me during Thanksgiving and kind of help take mom's place in terms of, looking after me and doing things like that. And, I'm very fortunate for that. I ended up long story short, is I ended up pushing myself a little bit too much. I never mentioned this publicly. I told mom about it. She already picked up on it. And I pushed myself literally the day of Thanksgiving to get released, even though I knew I was not ready to come home. And the only reason why I did that is just because I wanted my aunt, who was currently sitting with me in the hospital, to be with her family during Thanksgiving. I didn't want to rob her of that opportunity. And I know, she didn't think it that way or make me feel that way. I want to be transparent as possible. Amazing aunt. And again, she didn't make me feel a particular way or anything like that, which is why I rushed out of the hospital. No, that is not by any means what I am saying. I just wanted her to be with her family during Thanksgiving, so I did push myself. And unfortunately, I ended up right back into the hospital less than 24 hours later. And but yes, the reason why I brought that up is just because last year I was sick during Thanksgiving, and this year I'm currently under the weather. Although I'm not in the hospital, yesterday was questionable. Honestly, I felt like I was on the verge of wanting to pass out. It got up to that extent, but fortunately, I was able to kind of endure it as much as I could, cough up as much as I could, and I'm doing a lot better now. And but yeah, it's just been interesting few years. But to close out today's episode, back to how do I stay positive despite what I may be going through, is every single thing you go through is a season. And seasons are temporary. I want you to focus on whenever you are going through a bad season. You're going through the season called winter. You're going through the storms of life. I want you to keep your mind focused that good times, better times lie ahead. That mindset in terms of focusing on the positive, the good, is what will not only pull you through the most severest and difficult seasons of your life, but it gives you the character developments to find moments to become appreciative for within the now. How everything unfolded the way they did. Although some things may not have turned out the way you had wanted them to be, every single thing, as long as you do your part, leads you right where you need to be. So from me to you, whether you're going through a bad season or an ugly season within your life, I want you to know that everything will be okay. Everything is temporary. This too shall pass. I love you. I appreciate you. By the time this video gets uploaded, this video will be uploaded on Thanksgiving. So I currently missed a video or two from my current upload schedule. It's fine. I told myself, don't be so hard on yourself. And I know you guys will understand as well. And although I may not have the audience quite yet, where it's not really a big deal, it is a big deal to me, because this moment, this process, this moment in time is what I would call preparation for what's to come. So, meaning, if I treat everything now like who I aspire to be then, who I become then, will ultimately become who I am now by default, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit personal, but too, I think it's a great video to talk about in terms of me going through a season. Although I might not share every little detail that goes on with my life, the bad and the ugly, especially the ugly, I want you guys to see like what I'm going through right now in terms of my respiratory. It's a bad season. And I want you to know that if I can overcome my seasons, although mine and your seasons may be different under different circumstances, I want you to know, and not so much just know, but to see that everything is temporary. That if I can endure the storms of life, you too can endure the storms of life. And I hope there you find the strength, the wisdom, the solace to pull you through. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, excuse me. If you enjoyed today's video, please like the video, comment down below what you personally gained value the most from today's episode, today's video. And yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you are new. We are so close to reaching 300 subscribers on this YouTube channel, which would be a very significant milestone, especially on this YouTube channel. And but I'm very appreciative and thankful for every single one of you for sticking with me throughout this journey. It's been quite the journey, quite the process. Still is, always will be. And yeah, we're almost there. At the time of this recording, again, it is currently November 26, 2025. And I currently have 295 subscribers. So 5 more subscribers and we get to 300. So please help me get there. I think it would be a really cool milestone to reach within this holiday season. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as always, remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.